16-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield steps away. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this, it's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
On play action, it's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Carr. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Derek Carr, very precise thrower of the football. What's the game plan for going up against him? Yeah, it used to be take away the short stuff, I know, but he's more than a dink and dunker, right?
And you are right about that. Great analysis of him because he has evolved as a thrower. Now he can push the ball downfield, but still, the number one things you want to take away, short passes, intermediate passes. So sharp, precise, and accurate, you've got to sit on those routes in order to cause him problems.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Carr to throw again. Back to Renfrow again, complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
And Hunter Renfrow's giving them great production for a 5th-round pick. 56 catches last season, and we know he's famous for being 3rd in Renfrow, but I think he's pretty good on 1st and 2nd down, too.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Dolphins, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From just shy of midfield, Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're talking just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
On 1st down, Carr. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there for the Raiders.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. A really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now.
It's now 3rd down and goal.
Here's Carr to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Carr keeps it on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Derek Carr, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Carlson now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Mayfield on play action. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
We saw this jumping jack make steady improvement his first 3 years in Miami. And he topped it off with 53 catches last year, career high. Now in his 4th season, I expect his numbers to continue to rise.
Mayfield off the play fake. Flushed out right. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the Raiders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators work so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Well, Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's
what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Edwards. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And Bryan Edwards, the third of 3 high draft picks the Raiders used on receivers last year, if you count Lynn Bowden. They got him in the 3rd round out of South Carolina. A big, strong, physical receiver. They expect more catches like the one we just saw there.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Carr completes it. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in by Edwards. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for
touchdown. That's caught. Bryan Edwards, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They get that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Mayfield. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
They go play action. Mayfield. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Mayfield on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be a second down. Carr going to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
From the 27, Mayfield. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Play fake. Mayfield. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. Second and 10. Now Mayfield. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first and 10, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing, Mayfield. He is going to find Hill here. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Dolphins 14. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there. And it's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, He's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
2nd and 7. Mayfield now. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will tie our game here in the third.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Carl try it again on 2nd down. The open man here, Renfro. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st down, Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef, that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Carr now to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Jaelan Phillips in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. He hits Adams, complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Now Carr. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead, let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Carr to throw. And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown Raiders. 4 yards on the touchdown grab, and the Raiders have taken the lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mostert. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Mayfield. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job. You're knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Sanders now to add the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taken in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this.
At the 47-yard line.
Throwing his car. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Carr. Caught out right by Renfro. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now Carr. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Here's 2nd and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 58 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Dolphins, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they'll fall to 1-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.